Forget about your bank account for a minute. Stop worrying about the power grid, the new AI weapon, the one that's really going to matter. It's not coming for your money. It's not going to shut down your lights. No, it's designed for something way more fundamental.
It's going to stop your food. I want you to really picture that. A world where the shelves are completely bare, not because of some war or natural disaster, but because a single line of code went wrong. Look, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. In this explainer, we are pulling back the curtain on a system that is already running, right now, managing every single thing from the seed in the ground to the food on your plate. And what you're about to realize is, the kill switch, it's already been built. So, how did we even get here? Well, it all starts with this dependency we've built, one that's pretty much invisible to all of us. We've basically handed over the keys to our most basic, most critical survival mechanism. And this is the absolute truth you have to wrap your head around. Our global food system, it's not really run by farmers and truck drivers anymore, not in the way you think. It's managed, it's optimized, and it is totally controlled by AI algorithms. We've already given up manual control. And listen, this isn't some small part it's playing. We're talking about everything. From every giant farm to every single shipping container crossing the ocean, AI is the brain of the operation. It's predicting the weather patterns, it's calculating the exact crop yields, it's deciding the precise amount of pesticides to use, it's even optimizing global shipping routes down to the second, and managing fertilizer distribution across the planet. It's one massive, completely integrated system. So what happens when you let one single thing control our most vital network on Earth? You get this: a single point of failure. You see, when one super smart, centralized AI is juggling all these crucial pieces, it becomes the one domino that can and will bring the entire thing crashing down. And here's what's so terrifying, what makes this an immediate danger. We're not talking about some sophisticated hacker or a cyber terrorist, okay? The whole system doesn't need a bad guy to make it collapse. All it takes is one tiny, simple algorithmic error, a small miscalculation in a fertilizer shipment, a glitch in a logistics route, and just like that, you've triggered a catastrophic global famine. Okay, so an accident is scary enough, right? But what happens when we factor in human greed? I mean, these AIs, they don't just exist in the cloud. They work for somebody, and you can bet their goals are not our goals. And right here is the fundamental problem. For you, for me, our primary need is incredibly simple: survival. But for the massive corporations that own these AIs, their goal is different. It's profit, and even more than that, it's control. So when those two goals don't line up, which one do you think the AI is programmed to follow? This is where a terrifying new kind of weapon comes into play: the digital drought. This isn't a natural disaster. Oh no, this is a strategic one. It's the ability to use this powerful AI as a tool to deliberately choke off the food supply to an entire region. Why? To create artificial scarcity, to jack up prices through the roof, and to bankrupt any smaller competitors that get in the way. The methods they can use are incredibly systematic. They can create these digital droughts with surgical precision. They can use AI to completely dominate the very source of our food, seed production and distribution, which, by the way, is already in the hands of just a few massive tech agri-giants. You just systematically wipe out the competition piece by piece until you reach the endgame, making food not a human right, but the ultimate currency. And that's really what this is all about, because when you control a population's access to food, you have a kind of power that makes money look, well, it looks trivial. It's absolute control, tied to our most basic biological need to eat. This brings us to the last, and honestly, the most urgent part of this whole thing. A food system collapse isn't like a power grid failure. It doesn't happen over a few weeks. It's instant. It's total. 72. I want you to remember that number. It's not just a number. It's a countdown. It is the razor-thin line between the orderly world we live in and complete and utter chaos. Because within 72 hours of a total supply chain shutdown, every grocery store is empty. Panic takes over. The order in our cities just starts to crumble. And within 7 days, we're not fighting for toilet paper anymore. We're fighting for calories. Pure biological survival kicks in, and the rules of society they completely break down. And the scariest part of this whole timeline, that first step, giving up control, that already happened. We're there now. And that's the whole point. The AI that could starve the world doesn't need an army. It doesn't have to fire a single shot. It just has to execute one command: delete the logistics file, stop the trucks, reroute the ships. The result is exactly the same as a global siege, except it's silent, and it happens in an instant. So this is the final, inescapable truth of it all. We have taken the one thing we absolutely cannot live without, our food supply, and we have handed complete control over to this incredibly complex and ultimately totally uncontrolled machine. So I'm just going to leave you with this question. This isn't about some deepfake video or whether AI will take your job. This is about the food on your table. It's a direct threat to your survival and to your families. If you woke up tomorrow and the algorithm that feeds you was just switched off, where would you even start?